beautiful night for baseball here at Citizens Bank Park. It's a nice night to stop by Bull's Barbecue. Maybe get some crab fries from Chickies and Pete's. And then if you want something for dessert, how about some pizza? We get set for Game 3 between the Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom McCarthy along with Matt Stairs. We like pizza for dessert. We get set tonight for this Phillies matchup against the Pirates, and we think about some of the positives here in September. We talk about finishing strong, and the Phillies starting pitchers have honestly finished strong.
Well, they've finished strong, and I love the fact they've been very aggressive in the month of September, going out and just pounding the strike zone. But they're pounding the strike zone down in the zone. 12 games, 4-3 record with a very good 2.31 ERA. But really the number that jumps out to me is the 19 walks in 12 games. Means they're throwing strikes. They're pitching to contact, which is so important for these guys. A couple guys learned how to throw two-seamers. Jake Thompson, on the other hand, learned how to throw a cutter, and his cutter has been very good. His last start in Washington, good off-speed pitch right there to Jason Worth. Bryce Harper, two-seam fastball. He just has that good command right now. Everything's slowed down. He's attacking the hitters. He's not afraid to pitch to contact. He's trusting his defense behind him, and he has that nice little cutter working. So he's a lot of confidence, and he trusts his defense.
You know, that night he could have gone deeper into the game. You saw what the starters are averaging in September, 6 2/3. That's about an inning better than what they averaged the rest of the 2016 season. All right, over the last couple of days, we've also got a chance to see another youngster in Roman Quinn, who's been quite impressive so far.
Well, he's been very impressive, and everyone knows how fast he is. But the little fella's been showing a little bit of power as well. This is his first major league knock, bases loaded. What a time to get your first RBI. 2 RBIs, a double, first base hit, all of a sudden against Bastardo, showing the power lefty and righty. Now, this is the ball I want to see him hit more often. The ball's on the ground because he runs so fast. He is going to show a little bit of power, but his instincts on the base paths is very good. You can see the ball in the dirt, doesn't hesitate, gets to second base very easily, and then look how quick he gets down. 3.9 seconds going down that line, just flying. So he's a guy that's a game changer. He's a guy that won't go in a long slump because he doesn't overswing. He's a contact hitter, and all he has that bunt in the back of his pocket that'll help him out.
Yeah, the bunt is huge if he is struggling from time to time. Well, he's back in there again tonight, batting second for the Phils against the Pirates. It is Game 3 of this 4-game series. Our week of champions continue here at Citizens Bank Park. It'll be Stephen Brault against Jake Thompson. Lineups at first pitch when we come back. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. By Toyota. Tested, trusted, Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. By Citizens Bank. The next time you have a question about money, don't keep it to yourself. Ask a citizen. And by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Learn more at IBX.com. Now to get ready for tonight's start against the Pittsburgh Pirates, hoping to turn things around after last night's tough loss. The Pirates scored 3 runs in the 9th inning on a 3-run home run. Let's take a look at the Pirates lineup for tonight. It's brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Well, you hit a 3-run pitch hit home run. What happens? You get a start. That's exactly what's going on with Sean Rodriguez. He's batting 7th. Eric Fryer hits 8th and catches tonight. Steven Brault is on the mound. He's just 1 for 5 in the big leagues, but he's a pretty good hitter. At least that's his collegiate reputation. Jake Thompson in his 8th start for the Phils. 1-5, 6.05 ERA. Kind of have to look past his overall numbers and look at his last 3 outings. 19 1/3. Yes, he's 0-2, but his ERA is 2.33.
Yeah, he's been very good, and Jake Thompson's not overpowering. He can hit 93 at times, but it's the cutter, which he loves to throw now. He is. The splitter is also a very good pitch that he's fallen in love with. And as you said, 2.33 ERA in his last 3 starts.
Well, he is ready to go. Alan Porter, the home plate umpire, just cleaned off the plate one last time. Adam Frazier leading off for the 3rd consecutive game in this series. And overall, he is 2 for 8 in this spot. First pitch of the night is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. No BP today for the Pirates. They won last night. Decided no need to take some batting practice. That ball is ripped into right field. So leadoff single for Adam Frazier. And that brings Josh Bell to the plate. Time for our Nissan keys to the game.
Key number 1, Thompson. Keep using all of your pitches. He has 5 pitches. He'll mix in a curveball once in a while. And the Phillies hitters, control your swing more, which will lead to more contact. Month of September has not been very good. 130 strikeouts, which leads Major League Baseball ahead of the Minnesota Twins, who has 118.
Yeah, the other thing is they're hitting just .211 during the month of September, which is tied for the lowest mark.
Today was show up late day for the Pirates. Locker room was closed.
It was closed till 4.
Yep.
Guys were rolling in right around 4. Bell is starting his 7th consecutive game. It's his 3rd start at first base. During that time, he's hitting .333. 1 ball and 1 strike to him. Just a bit low, 2-1. Pretty interesting style by Frazier over at first when he takes his lead. We kind of touched on this in game 1. I wondered if it would continue. He doesn't stop. You know, he gets his lead, and it's kind of a walking lead the entire time. See, look, he's still moving. You get him in between that sometimes, you might have a chance to pick him off. Two balls, 1 strike to Bell. And that's off the end of the bat, but into left field, a base hit. Bell, who arrived late today with Frazier, follows the leadoff batter with the single. And it puts runners on 1st and 2nd with nobody out. And Andrew McCutchen is coming up. McCutchen snapped an 0 for 13 stretch last night. What do you got there, Matt? I see you're thinking.
Well, no, just, you know, Jake Thompson's cutter has been his bread and butter pitch over the last 3 games. You know, and you're pitching to basically Bell's strength of pitching him away because he's a diver.
And they did that with 3 pitches.
Yeah, but, you know, last night's game, they started him off his first at bat, pitching him away. And then later in the 2nd and later at bats, they started pounding that fastball inside.
So wouldn't you just start that way and see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay. No, because it makes a lot of sense. The ball's at 1 strike to McCutchen. He's got stripes everywhere. Outside, 1-1. He's got his pants up, so you see the stripes on his legs. It looks like he's got a sock on his elbow. Very colorful.
Should be a changeup. That was the cutter.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Not a bad spot to throw that cutter.
No, and a few times Jake and Cameron have been on the different page of getting signs. I would love to see, and they used to do it, I don't know if they do it anymore, do a swipe on your shirt. So if he throws down a fastball and you want a, say, curveball, you would swipe your shirt 3 times or your leg to get to that pitch, what you want to throw.
Oh, good pitch. And a strike 3 call. There's that changeup that you were talking about.
Well, freezes McCutchen. He thinks it's going to be down in the zone. It actually tails back nicely, middle of the plate. Good location, good height.
I think he just was looking for something else. Or as you said, a different spot. Gregory Polanco is the hitter. Polanco hitting .262 with 21 home runs, 82 runs batted in. He is 0 for his last 14. Celebrating a birthday today. Breaking ball, and it just missed outside. 1-0. Polanco celebrating a birthday today, and Jimmy T, the PR director for the Pirates, his wife Michelle, is celebrating a birthday today also. Not that she's watching our telecast, but I told him I would include her in the birthday greetings. Tom LeMaine is also celebrating a birthday tonight. 2 balls and no strikes. There is cloud cover over Center City, but if Tom is here, and he is celebrating his 31st birthday, if he is here, that means there's no rain. He doesn't come to games if it's going to rain. .83 degrees at game time. Outside, 3-0 to Polanco. David Freese is on deck. And he just walked him on 4 pitches, and that'll load up the bases. So a tough spot here for Jake Thompson in the top of the first. David Freese due up. Tonight's game is also available in Spanish. Just use the SAP button on your television or change the language through the menu on your cable box. David Freese has not started the first 2 games of this series, but we have seen him. Last 6 starts, he is 6 for 16. On the inside corner, 0-1. He's not playing every day, at least he hasn't been in this series, but they signed him to a 2-year contract extension with an option for the 2019 season. It's not a bad idea.
It's a good signing. Veteran. Knows his role, won't complain.
Whacks it towards short. That should be 2. Boy, tough play for Galvis. They get 1 and finish it off with 2. 6-4-3 double play. That ball got on Freddie Galvis quickly. He had to adjust his glove, and then he threw a strike to Cesar Hernandez. And Jake Thompson gets out of a bases loaded 1-out jam in the first inning. David Freese hit it right on the nose, but Galvis played it perfectly. are getting ready to face the Pirates. Let's take a look at the Phillies lineup. It's brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. So Hernandez and Quinn, followed by Franco, and Tommy Joseph does get the start over at first base. And then toward the bottom of the order, you've got Altair in right field and Tyler Goodell in left, 7th and 8th. And they will face the lefty Stephen Brault, 0-2 with a 3.38 ERA.
Stephen Brault has a pretty good arm. You can see the scouting report, 91 miles an hour. He'll hit 93 at times. Those right around 91. Changeup 83 to 86. Slider 82 to 85. And you can see he was 3.7 ERA in the minors this year with a 2-7 record.
Yeah, so not a bad ERA, but not a great record. Cesar takes a strike. It's 0-1. He is from El Cajon, California. As Cesar doesn't look like he liked that call by the home plate umpire, Alan Porter. Broke his bat, hit it off his foot, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Cesar is 1 for 5 with 4 walks in this series. He can't be as patient in this at bat.
Oh, right off the top of the shin. So you get the bumblebees in your fingers and a bump on your shin.
And he's going with a totally different brand bat. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches. Strikeout number 1 for Brault. And that'll bring Roman Quinn to the plate. And let's welcome into the telecast Greg Murphy with our Cold Hard Facts.
Well, thank you very much, Tom. Yeah, it's brought to you by Clean, Crisp Coors Light, and Roman Quinn is the subject of the Coors Light Cold Hard Fact today. We've seen him play in 3 major league games. He's played in center field, he's played in left field, and he has played in right field. That makes him the first major leaguer to do that, to start his career since Abraham Almonte did it for the Seattle Mariners way back in the year 2013. So there you have it. That is your Coors Light Cold Hard Fact. Roman Quinn, quick at bats. It's all said and done.
4-3 on the putout, 2nd to 1st. And that is the plan, is to play him in all 3 outfield positions. They'll, of course, settle on 1 eventually, but for now, he'll get looks in all 3. Pete said, I just want to see how he does. Played left field mostly down in Double-A. So he's retired quickly. Michael Franco takes inside. Franco 2 for 9 in this series, 3 for 10 overall during this brief 3-game hitting streak. All right, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike, and we'll see if he changes his approach here. That one he looked like he was trying to pull. But we have watched him try to go the other way a few times in the series.
Yeah, he's really trying to stay inside the baseball, keeping his hands tight.
It's that sharply, but right into the shift, backhanded by Rodriguez. Not a whole lot you can do about that. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils here in the 1st. We've completed our 1st inning. On to the 2nd. Rodriguez will lead it off when we return. 7:05 first pitch between the Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. You can order your tickets by going to Phillies.com. Also, college students, it is college week, so capitalize on that. You can check out what's going to go on here at the ballpark tomorrow by going to Phillies.com. Sean Rodriguez leads it off. Rodriguez hitting .251 with a career-high 13 home runs, 43 runs batted in. It's turned out to be a good extra man for the Pirates. Hit the 3-run home run last night in the top of the 9th inning. It made Pittsburgh a winner when trailing after 8 for the first time this year, but it's the first time since 2014 that they won a game when trailing after 8. Crazy enough. Oh, I think he did go. Crazy enough on that pitch inside, his body looked like it torqued. A.J. Ellis is saying something from the dugout. The ball's ripped into left, so a base hit for Rodriguez. Clint Hurdle provides us with our Geico quote of the day on ending the streak of losses when trailing after 8. The oddity of it is we won 98 games last year, and we didn't have one come from behind win after the 8th inning. That is unbelievable. We played a lot of one-run games the last 2 years and didn't have one. It's something that's really peculiar, and I'm really glad it's over. In the ironies of ironies, the last time the Pirates won a game when trailing after 8, the guy that got the save was the guy that got the loss last night, Genmar Gomez. Now that's quirky. Jordy Mercer had a big hit last night, a double the opposite way in that inning.
I mean, think about it. Genmar Gomez had one career save coming into this season. And that happened to be for the Pirates the last time they won a game after trailing in the 8th inning.
It's funny. One. I think it's amazing that they, like Clint said, it's peculiar. I mean, with all they had 98 wins last year. You'd figure they'd have some kind of drama. There's Genmar holding court. Well, he's sitting in the middle of the court.
He doesn't look very happy.
Runner goes, pitches inside, throw to second base is in time.
Oh, missile.
2-4 on the putout. 15th guy he's thrown out this year. All right, so the second base umpire, Jeff Kellogg, by the way, called him for going off the bag at the end, which is odd because the throw beat him by a good amount. The tag must not have been there initially. Tag was not there initially, but he did go off.
No, it's
he's
still out there. Perfect throw.
2-2 to Jordy Mercer. Out to left field, Tyler Goodell makes the grab. Well, I think everybody is seeing that there have been some balls hit hard by the Pirates so far. And the good thing is that Jake Thompson has been able to work around that. And a lot of times when pitchers do that, they can figure it out and make some adjustments.
Well, the last 2 balls that were hit are up in the zone. You know, luckily they didn't get underneath them and clip them out of the ballpark. But we're seeing more curveballs today. There's the cutter.
You think they're trying to just bring the curveball back into his repertoire?
No, because I don't think they don't want him to anymore. They don't want him to throw the curveball. I mean, he throws his curveball less than 2%.
The fact that he has the cutter and the slider probably doesn't need it.
No, I think it's a good pitch once in a while to throw to a left-hander. I wouldn't throw the curveball to a right-hander. I thought pitchers were always doing right-handed hitters a favor when they were throwing them the big curveball. Same as the lefty throwing the lefty a big curveball.
Swing and a miss.
You just have more time to see it and react instead of trying to pick up the spin or seeing that dot on a slider.
Back off the mound. Galvis gets to it, slides, pops, throws in time. What a play by Freddie Galvis. That is becoming commonplace for the Phillies shortstop. No runs, one hit, nobody left, and an excellent defensive play by Freddie Galvis, who continues to evolve with the leather right before our eyes. It's a 13-pitch inning, and we'll head to the bottom of the second.
Break down Eagles and Bears. And we'll look back at the memorable moments between the two teams.
Watch tomorrow at 7 on TCN and stream us live on breakfastonbroad.com.
Well, get up early tomorrow and get a chance to see the folks on Breakfast on Broad as we go to the bottom of the second. Tommy Joseph will lead it off. Some Pirates fans here. That little guy's first game, he got himself a Fanatic hat. That's right. There's Tommy Joseph, who has 18 homers and 37 runs batted in. As we continue to follow the Phillies' first baseman with their home run total, they are now tied with Baltimore and Cleveland for the major league lead with 36 home runs. 2 balls and no strikes. The Lucky McDonald's Phillies home run jackpot contestant is Jeff Reinhold of Shillington, PA. Phillies hit a home run in tonight's ball game. Then Jeff will win $200. McDonald's mix and match any 2 for just $2.50 on McDonald's McPick 2 menu. Just saw Jeff's brother Judge on Beverly Hills Cop the other day. That was on. Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2 were on the other day. Ground ball toward the shift and right through it. A base hit for Tommy Joseph. So he's aboard. Cameron Rupp is coming up.
Good placement. Franco crushed his. Unfortunately, hit it right at second baseman. Good swing.
We're up 15 home runs, 48 runs batted in. inside.
Thought it hit him.
It would have been an ouchie if it did hit him. Brault is out of El Cajon, California. A lot of major leaguers have come out of El Cajon, California. He had a heck of a high school career, but still did not get drafted out of high school. Nor did he get a Division I scholarship out of high school. Part of it was because he wanted to hit and pitch when he went to college. And not a lot of Division I programs were going to allow him to hit and pitch. So he settled on a Division II school in Denver called Regis University. Over to third. Freeze charges, bare hands, and throws out rough. Up to second goes Tommy Joseph. On the Toyota Major League scoreboard, Washington defeated New York 1-0 earlier today. Tanner Roark pitched 7 innings and got his 15th win. The only run, a home run by Wilson Ramos. Washington has won 5 of 6. That's a lead over the Cardinals is at a half game. Cardinals got shut out today by the Cubs. Here's Freddie Galvis. Up and away, 1-0. Freddie has hit it 6 straight. His average is at .237. They are really playing Freddie to pull from the right side.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of where Bell's playing. Look how far in he's playing. It's 2-0 man on second. Freddie's not going to bunt for a base hit.
Out to left field. On the run is Frazier. Back toward the wall. Gone! 2-run home run for Freddie Galvis. Number 19. And the Phils jump out to a 2-0 lead. Well, he's getting the baseball so far out front that it's really utilizing his power. He has 19 home runs and 64 runs batted in. Who would have thought?
You know, and my next word was going to be maybe Bell should go to left field and put 1 foot on the wall, because this is a great swing. Supposed to be a fastball away, throws it inside. And as you said, Freddie catching it out in front and getting a nice carry.
That's now 10 home runs, 32 RBIs, or 22 RBIs in his last 31 games.
And 3 right-handed this year.
Yeah, and that's starting to happen more and more. Climbing up the chart as far as shortstops in Phillies history go. That ball's ripped into left. Good swing by Aaron Altair. That ends an 0 for 17 stretch for Altair. A 1-out single. By the way, Galvis' home run makes the winner of Jeff Reinhold. He's won $200 thanks to the McDonald's home run jackpot.
Well, Altair's been working on his stride. Much better stride towards the pitcher. Has his head down. Now all of a sudden he just throws the barrel of the ball. Where before, when he was striding across his body and it looked like he had that long swing because everything was moving with the body.
Here's Tyler Goodell, hitless in his last 21 ABs. 3 for his last 45. Back toward the middle, a base hit, and there you go. That ends a hitless stretch for him. Matt, we could probably talk about it more during his next at bat, but very little movement in his bat compared to the way he was Well, the beginning of the year, first month, and also the last 2 months.
Well, in spring training, he had, you see where his bat is right now. It used to be really flat. So now what he's doing is he's having the barrel up straight. He's taking that little hitch out of his hands to go from flat on the shoulder to up straight, where he's basically starting from now.
And he's a little quicker to the ball. Jake Thompson's the hitter. Thompson has 3 sacrifices. 1 man down. Pirates think he is going to sacrifice here. And he squares. 0-1. Sometimes managers will let hitter or pitchers just swing away when there's 1 out in these spots.
Well, first and second has to get it towards third base.
Right.
Third baseman has to field this ball. This Bell's charging hard. It was first pitch.
Thompson may have missed a sign, so he's going down to talk to Sammy. Bunts it in the air, out of play.
A lot of pitchers back in the day used to swing a R161, which has a huge handle and a huge barrel on it for bunting purpose.
Well, Thompson tried to bunt a couple times, but instead strikes out. Second strikeout. And now Cesar Hernandez. Broken back ground ball softly to short. The head of the bat goes into the camera well, and Hernandez is thrown out. The Phillies do score 2 on the home run by Freddie Galvis. They leave a couple. Freddie now with 19 home runs. Remarkable season offensively with the power numbers. It's really taken off here in the second half. The Fans Trivia question. Log on to Phillies.com. Go to the Fans section for all the information. Please submit your answer on the subject line. Matt, the question is 16 players in MLB history have hit 4 home runs in a single game. Who are the 3 Phillies to do so? 3 Phillies have done it. The answer will be revealed a little later on. Brault will lead it off here in the top of the 3rd. Brault was 10 for 25 as a hitter in the minor leagues. 1 for 5 here in the big leagues. Floats that one out towards center. And Adam Frazier's coming up. Frazier singled his first time up. A little high, 1-0. Strike 3 called with a changeup. He gets Frazier looking. And 2 outs here in the 3rd. With MLB.TV Premium, watch every out-of-market game live in HD on more than 400 supported devices and enjoy a free subscription to At-Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV. Josh Bell swings at the first pitch. A 1-2-3 third for Jake Thompson. We played 2.5 after a 7-pitch inning. We'll go to the bottom half of the 3rd. Lottery's new instant game, Million in an Instant. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Buy McDonald's. Mix and match any 2 for just $2.50 on McDonald's McPick 2 menu. Then buy your local Ford stores. Last of the 3rd. Phils, thanks to a 2-run home run by Freddie Galvis, lead it 2-zip. And Roman Quinn, who is 4 for 11 so far in the big leagues, leads it off for the Phils. Roman grounded out to Sean Rodriguez at second his first time up. Tapper to the right of the mound. It is a fair ball, and Roman Quinn is safe at first.
Got a double safe.
His speed put pressure on the pitcher, and because the ball was hugging the line, Brault did not have a very good angle. There's no way for him to step anywhere because Roman was flying up the line.
Well, and the home plate umpires following the play, watching where Roman Quinn is running down the line. Watch how he gives the safe sign as well. So he gets two safe signs.
Well, Roman Quinn is aboard with an infield hit. He's 1 for 2. Maikel Franco will be the hitter, and Greg Murphy is with the guy that watched a lot of that this year when Roman Quinn was healthy, and that's Dusty Wathan, who's down in the dugout with Murph.
That's right, the manager of the Reading Fightins. And Dusty, welcome. First of all, thanks for your time. And we were just talking about, Tom was just talking about watching Roman Quinn. You got a chance to watch an awful lot of him. We'll talk about him in a minute, but first let me just talk to you about the season that was for Reading, because I'm not sure if you're aware, but you guys really kind of captivated the city of Philadelphia as folks watched the season you had, 89 wins. I know it didn't end the way you wanted, but it had to be pretty special to be going through it.
Yeah, it was. It was a good time. You know, a lot of good players, a lot of good memories there from this summer. A lot of special things, especially on the offensive side of the ball. We did some tremendous things, set some records. You know, anytime you have a franchise that's been around for that long and you start setting records, it makes you think about things.
Was there ever a point in the season when, maybe you got to win number 60 back in, I don't know when that was, June or whatever it was, that you thought to yourself, wow, this is kind of remarkable what's happening here. We end up with 89 wins. I mean, you stop to think about how many that is in a minor league season. Was there a time where you just kind of sat back and said, I better sit back and enjoy this?
Well, yeah, I think, there was a time when, we were winning a lot of games and it was a lot of fun. And obviously, you take the wins when you can get them is what I was telling a lot of people. You know, we got to win as many right now as we can with the team we have, especially in the minor leagues, the influx of players up and down and things. So it was a really special, especially the first half. In the second half, we kind of played 500. And to be honest, it felt like we were getting killed every night because we were so used to at the pace of 700 or something that 500 felt like we weren't doing things right.
Well, a second consecutive Manager of the Year award for you in the Eastern League, so congratulations on that. You mentioned so many good players that you got a chance to watch, one of them being Roman Quinn that we're getting a chance to see, another being Jorge Alfaro. What should Phillies fans look forward to when these guys eventually get here to Philadelphia to stay?
Yeah, well, I think, you've kind of started to see what Roman Quinn brings to the table, his speed, exciting guy. It changes the whole outcome of the game when he gets on base. And Jorge, he's going to be a good defensive catcher. He's got some work to do still. He did an okay job last night. I think he was a little frustrated with what he did, but that's the perfectionist that he is. And he knows the importance of the defensive side of the ball game, and it's been impressed upon him a lot here as we acquired him from Texas. So the offense is what it is, and we impress that the defense is going to make him stay in the big leagues, and he's working hard at it right now.
Some good defense right there by the Pittsburgh Pirates for the first out of the inning. Talk a little bit about the other two guys, and you certainly had more than just these guys, but the guys in Rhys Hoskins and Dylan Cousins. Everybody loves the long ball, and these guys hit a boatload of them. I have to imagine at some point you were a little surprised about how many balls were leaving the ballpark, but they seem to be pretty special players as well.
Yeah, I mean, luckily for myself, I'd almost seen it happen before in 2012 with Darren Ruff, so kind of been through it, but Darren did it in a month, and these guys did it kind of over a year, really. Not to take anything away from Darren's month that he had, but these guys were consistent the whole year, driving in a ton of runs. Dylan sets the record for RBIs, and Rhys right behind him, which is just amazing to be able to knock in that many runs from guys that hit back-to-back in a lineup. So it was a lot of fun, a lot of confidence in that locker room, a lot of confidence when those guys walked to the plate, and the energy at the stadium when those guys walked to the plate was something special.
Dylan was the MVP in the Eastern League. Rhys Hoskins was the Rookie of the Year in the Eastern League, so a lot of hardware heading Redding's way as well. You're here now, and with a month to play in the season, and I know Pete Mackanin will lean on you, as he does with all the coaches, to help these guys continue to grow. What do you see your role as the next couple of weeks here in Philadelphia?
Well, I think, talking to these guys, making them try to feel comfortable here. That's the biggest thing, is to get them to feel comfortable here so that they can show their talent. I think when they first get here, sometimes, the jitters and everything gets the best of you. That third deck every once in a while scares some guys. So just to feel they have a voice to talk to, a guy that they feel comfortable being around. And, there's a lot of guys in this clubhouse now that I've had the opportunity to manage over the last 5-6 years. So it's really neat to be here and be a part of seeing these guys mature.
Dusty, it's good to have you here in Philadelphia. Congratulations on a terrific season down there in Reading. Congratulations on the Manager of the Year award as well down there at the Eastern League, and we look forward to having you up here in the next couple of weeks.
Thanks a lot.
Guys, back upstairs.
All right, Murph, we appreciate that. Get a chance to know Dusty a lot during spring training and also during the caravan tours in the off-season. Excellent pedigree. His dad, of course, was a fantastic major league catcher and manager. And this is what he was talking about just, parting some of his wisdom on the players that he had, like Jorge Alfaro. This is right after the game last night. And he mentioned that Jorge wasn't happy, particularly with that wild pitch that led to a run. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rupp. He pulls that one inside the third base bag down the left field line. Franco will score. On his way to third base is Joseph. He'll be held there. It's an RBI double for Cameron Rupp, and the Phils take a 3-0 lead. Cameron Rupp was able to do what Tommy Joseph tried to do.
And Tommy Joseph hit his harder.
22 doubles for Cameron.
I like this swing because Cameron just shortened up a little bit. The pitch before that, he took a huge swing. That's a nice short swing, short stride, which is so important for these hitters. Gets down in the corner, bobbles it. Hot potato.
He's lucky there wasn't a quicker runner going to third. Ray Searage, the pitching coach for the Pirates, out to chat with Stephen Brault. Pirates acquired Brault from the Baltimore Orioles, where he was one of their top 15 prospects. They gave up Travis Snyder for him. Said when the Orioles traded him, he was shocked because he had such a good year. But then won double digits last year in Double-A for the Pirates, before going 2-7 this year in the minor leagues.
Note the difference in this game so far with the controlled swing. There's been a couple of huge swings, a couple, swing and misses, but more contact.
Well, you discussed it. The strikeouts are mounting here in September. 130 coming in. 2 tonight, 1 by Jake Thompson. But as you mentioned, that was one of the keys. Freddie Galvis loops it out to right. Polanco has it. Tommy Joseph drawing the throw. Two outs here in the third.
Freddie not very happy with himself. Afterwards, tapping himself in the helmet, realizing that wasn't really a pitch that he could drive. You're in the driver's seat 1-0. Such a frustrating situation when you have second and third, no out, 1 out. All you have to do is hit just a weak ground ball back up the middle, give yourself up. Been there, done it. You'd think you learn after a while.
Or even a fly ball like he had last night for that sacrifice fly late in the game.
I think I was the king of man on third, less than 2 out. Was the home run up an elevator shaft.
A lot of putouts to the catcher.
Yeah, quite a few.
Chopper over to third. Freeze knocks it down and then kicks it. A run scores. Altair's safe at first. Phillies lead it 4-0. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes over at third base.
No, he doesn't. But this is where near he booted it. Then when he tried to pick it up with a glove, watch all of a sudden he looks at first base right there. Can't handle the exchange.
E5 on David Freeze. 87th error of the season for the Pirates. Tyler Goodell singled his first time up. Seventh man to bat in this inning for the Phillies.
Again, good at bat by Altair though. Put in the barrel on the ball. Put it in play. See what happens.
Thompson lingering in the on-deck circle. Back to the box. Phillies get 2 more runs here in the third. They leave a couple base runners. Cameron Rupp had an RBI double in the inning. We played 3. On to the fourth. 4-0 Phillies on top. Three of the books as we go to the top of the fourth. Phillies 4, Pirates nothing. Clint Hurdle with his front foot on the top step of the dugout. He was ejected from last night's ball game.
6th time this year.
Thought about that. You know, in a normal season, that's probably an average number for a manager, maybe a little bit more. I'm surprised he's been ejected that many times because of replay. McCutchen takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. McCutchen struck out looking his first time. Cutter runs outside. 2-1. Three balls and 2 strikes to McCutchen. There's Gregory Polanco on deck. Goodell going back toward the fence. It is gone. Just into the flower bed. There is a strong wind that's now coming in from center field. So 2 innings ago, that would have been long gone. But the wind, I think, has brought it back a little bit. It still got out. And it's a 4-1 ball game. .21 home runs now for Andrew McCutchen. Strong wind.
It's a little changeup, it looks like, right down McCutchen's strong area. And you said, for a second I thought Goodell was going to catch that ball in left field, the way it was starting to blow back in.
I was surprised that he was sort of sizing it up. Polanco walked his first time. Outside, 1-0.
Go to the radar.
How's everything in Miami, Florida?
83 and sunny.
Okay. Just a bit outside. 3-1 to Polanco. Working away to Polanco in this at bat, and really in his last at bat too.
The cutter underneath the hands. Something off speed, looks like.
So he walks him for the second time. Runner at first. David Freese is coming up. Well, it's been a long season here at Citizens Bank Park, and our crew is the best in the business. And as we get ready to say goodbye these next couple weeks, we're going to introduce you to their careers as amateur baseball players or whatever it is that they did. This is Dean Kaminsky, who's one of our camera operators, normally over on the third base side. Back in 1972. He had to wear some wool back then. David Freese, the hitter. Freese grounded into a double play his first time up. A lot of the stuff that you get a chance to see throughout the course of a ball game, throughout the course of a season, are provided by, guys as talented and gals as talented as Dean is. Dean still got those flowing locks, though, like he had in 72. 0-2. Very determined. Still determined. Polanco has stolen 12 bags this year. He's been caught 6 times. Runner goes. Pitches outside. Throw to second by Cameron Rupp is a bit high. And a stolen base for Polanco.
Cameron had no shot. A lot of times you can steal the base off a catcher. That one there stole off the pitcher. Polanco had that little walking lead. You see he wants to go. Timed it up very well. No chance. Good throw, wouldn't even have him. Not even close. Sometimes pitchers focus so hard on the hitter that they get in a routine of 1001, 1002. Next thing you know, they're delivering.
Freese does not bite, and it's 2-2. That's whacked through the hole on the left side. It'll be a base hit. Polanco had to hold up to make sure it got through. So he'll stop at third, but 3 straight base runners for the Pirates here in the 4th. And Sean Rodriguez is the scheduled hitter. He singled his last time up. Well, a double play ball would do wonders here. To center field. Roman Quinn under it. Polanco tagging, not deep. Quinn's got it. He'll let it go. The runner's coming home. The throw is offline, and it's a 4-2 ball game. Sacrifice fly, and the runners advance on the throw.
This play would have been very close at home. if this ball's on line. You see right there the little juggle coming out of his glove, which caused him to hurry it up and get underneath it. That's why it sailed the way it did. But I think if he would have come up and had a good exchange and threw it on the money, first big league assist.
Well, and Freese, once that ball went over the head of the cutoff man, he was going. So now Jordy Mercer, who lined out to left his first time up. One man down. By the way, how good have the Phillies starters been? That home run that Thompson allowed to Andrew McCutchen was the first for a Phillies starter in the last 10 starts. Trevor Williams warming up in the bullpen. Pitcher spot is due up after Eric Fryer, who's on deck.
Good pitch. Oh.
Everything's a strike in the bullpen.
And loud.
3-1 pitch coming to Mercer. And a fastball and a strike 3 call. 94 on that one. 2 outs here in the 4th. I think Jordy Mercer seemed to be looking
away
on the outer edge, and that pitch came on the inside part, according to Alan Porter. Local guy, Alan Porter.
It's a good two-seamer.
It's a good look right there. It shows you where it was.
Height-wise was good. Corner of the plate. I'm sorry, Tom. That's where you take a couple of steps and you throw your bat because you got fooled and you're hoping he bites, knowing when you sit back in the dugout going, "Yep, he got me."
Curveball, actually slider, 82, 0-1. Play by Rupp. Well, 29 pitches so far this inning. He was in good shape because of a 7-pitch third and a 13-pitch second.
Another good pitch.
I think if you follow the trend of the home plate umpire, he's giving him the outside part of the plate.
Pitcher's umpire.
Freese is on second base. 2 runs are in here at the top of the 4th inning. Phillies had a 4-0 lead. Pitcher is on deck. I wonder if Brault will bat if Fryer gets on. Trevor Williams has been tossing in the bullpen. Ground ball, shortstop. And Galvis up with it. Fryer was hustling down the line. 2-run score in the inning for the Pirates. It starts with a home run by McCutchen. We'll move to the bottom of the 4th. At Toyota.com to find your RAV4 today. Toyota, let's go places. Let's go Phils. That's a beautiful shot. You see the flags flying up above Whitey out there in center field on Ashburn Alley. I'll tell you the kind of breeze we got going on here tonight. Center City looking calm. Jake Thompson leads it off here in the home 4th inning. After a 33-pitch top of the 4th inning. And he loops one down the right field line. Polanco is over. Well, another chance to recognize our buddy Pete Mickelson. Look at the hair on Pete back in 1971. Wearing the high socks. Pete's normally up here in the booth with us behind home plate. Does an awesome job. Great to hang out with. How many home runs that year, Pete? 5, 6. Does not have Dean's flowing locks. As Cesar takes up high.
That's why he's up here with us.
That's exactly right. Carl Graber, our statistician's got false hustle because he's got a ponytail coming out of his hat. But if we rip that hat off, we know what's underneath there. Cesar bunts toward third. Fryer is up with it, and he can't get him. It overthrows Bell and into the crowd. That is huge for Cesar because he wasn't going. But the fact that it went into the crowd after the bunt single, he gets to second base. You think Mickey wanted him to go?
You know, it's Rodriguez did a nice job coming over on the throw. Cesar goes through the bag so far that by the time he looks over and sees where this ball is, first of all, it's a beautiful bunt.
Great bunt.
Fryer comes up, airmails it, but he notices it right there. He's already almost in the outfield grass.
$12 bunt hits now for Cesar. You can understand why Rodriguez was upset because he got there. Roman Quinn had an infield single his last time up. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
I just find it very interesting. If Cesar Hernandez and Quinn is hitting second and Odubel Herrera is hitting third.
Got some burners.
A lot of speed at the top of the order.
Roman strikes out. 2 outs here in the 4th inning. 3rd strikeout for Brault. And here's Maikel Franco. Franco 1 for 2 tonight. He's hitting .333 against the Pirates this year. Cesar draws a throw. More bullpen action. Zach Phillips, he was meeting with the Pittsburgh media today. He was just added to the roster. Had a good minor league season. Franco takes way inside, 2-0. And a liner out to left center field. That'll be in for a base hit. Going to the wall. Cesar will score. Franco heads to second. And he puts the brakes on there. An RBI double. 5-2 Phillies. 2 hits tonight for Maikel Franco. 22nd double of the year.
That's a good swing. It's a short swing. The fact that he drives that ball to left center means he's going through that baseball. Under controlled swing right there. He was thinking 3, but good choice.
Well, he's in scoring position, and Clint Hurdle's out to the mound, and he has already signaled to the pen, so we're going to have a pitching change here in the 4th inning. So Stephen Brault's night is done. He's responsible for the runner at second base. Phillies lead at 5-2. We'll be back with a new pitcher right after this. Today will be the continuation of College Week here at Citizens Bank Park. $17 package includes upper-level ticket and a half price at the South Philadelphia market stands on pretzels, sodas, and hot dogs. Go to Phillies.com/college for more information. It's been a great success this week. They sold out the last couple of days. They still have opportunities for people to come in to not only be here to watch the game, but also to ask some questions from some of the folks who are in baseball in one capacity or another. Tommy Joseph will face Zach Phillips. Phillips' numbers overall in AAA, 9-3 with a 4.35 ERA. He was just acquired by the Pirates from the Baltimore Orioles. Most of his appearances in the International League and all those numbers, most of them came with the Orioles organization. Just a couple came as a member of the Pirates. This is not the first time he's been in the big leagues. First made his first major league appearance in the big leagues in 2011 with the Orioles, and last appeared with the Marlins. He was acquired from the Orioles for Kyle Lobstein. 1 ball, 1 strike to Joseph. Off speed pitch, 1-2. Foul tip. Fryer hangs on. Tommy Joseph strikes out. And the Phillies settle for the 1 run on the RBI double by Maikel Franco. But they add to the lead again, up by 3 as we go to the 5th. Stops by to help preview the Eagles' big Monday Night Football showdown versus the Bears. And we'll hear from head coach Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz as he looks to repeat his Game 1 performance. Quick Slants tomorrow night at 6 here on CSN. I wonder if they've been jumping the whole game. They'll be tired by the time it's over.
Parents won't mind.
Very true.
Sleep well.
Very true. John Jaso will pinch hit for Phillips. So he goes a third of an inning, strikes out 1. Drew Hutchinson warming up in the pen. Outside, 2-1. On the Toyota Major League scoreboard, Clayton Kershaw looked pretty sharp today. And the Dodgers defeated the Yankees 2-0. Now, he did not fare in the decision. He went 5 innings, had 5 strikeouts, allowed just 1 hit. Luis Avilan got the victory. Kenley Jansen the save. There's Galvis. Dodgers lead is at 5 over the San Francisco Giants. Giants lost today to the Padres. They had Madison Bumgarner on the mound too. They lost yesterday to the Padres in a wild finish. Adam Frazier 1 for 2, singled and struck out. Fastball up. Outside, ball 4. He walked him on 4 pitches. Second hitter tonight that he's walked on 4 pitches. He walked Polanco on 4. Josh Bell is coming up. Time now for our Citizens Bank minor league report. Citizens Bank, the next time you have a question about money, don't keep it to yourself. Ask a citizen. How about this honor for Dylan Cousins, named the Joe Bauman Award winner for 2016. Joe hit 72 home runs in 54 while playing for the Roswell Rockets. This year, Dylan Cousins, as you heard Dusty Wathan talk about, a 941 OPS. Set the record for home runs for the Reading Fightins with 40. Set the record for RBIs as well, passing Greg Luzinski. That is a great honor. He won some cash too for being the home run king this year. He won $8,000 extra.
Good for him.
Yeah. Inside the Bell, 1-1. Over to short, that might be 2. Bell runs pretty well. There's 1 and 2. 6-4-3 double play. Second double play of the night, started by Freddie Galvis and then helped out by Cesar Hernandez. Middle of the 5th, 5-2, Phillies on top. Series, 2 night games, and then the day game on Sunday. Tickets are still available for all 3 ball games here at Citizens Bank Park. Make plans, ordered now. You can also stop by the ticket office if you choose to. Phillies on top 5-2 as we go to the home 5th inning. Drew Hutchinson will take over for Pittsburgh.
Marlins can still have a chance with a 4.5 out in the wild card.
They still have a chance.
But that hallway's getting longer and longer.
The fact that they still have a chance based on what we saw last week in Miami, they didn't look like a team that still had a chance.
Well, it helps when you get Bohr back, Stanton's back as a pinch hitter. He hasn't been playing the outfield.
He's just been pinch hitting from time to time.
So.
We've had some issues up here in the booth tonight. Matt lost a contact. Have you replaced the contact?
Yeah, I have one left.
One contact left.
One contact left. Well, no, it's in my eye, so I have 0.
Oh, man.
So if I lose it.
Folks think life's easy up here, but sometimes it gets tough. Somebody down there has a contact, though. Both eyes? You have one contact?
No, I have both eyes are good.
Because Larry Anderson only has a contact in one eye. And sometimes he puts them in backwards or puts it in the other eye. Kind of throws him off a little bit. Cameron Rupp fouls one off to the right side.
I went into his booth the other day to talk to him, and his eye was like just bloodshot. Like, bro, what's wrong? Like, seriously. He realized he had it in backwards.
Yeah. I think it's the new mustache. It's throwing him off a little bit. Back toward the middle and right into the shifts. Rodriguez throws out Cameron Rupp. 4-3 on the putout. Clint Hurdle's one of the first managers to embrace shifting for almost every hitter. Cameron Rupp sitting there thinking, I should have had another hit. Here's Freddie Galvis. Galvis is 1 for 2. A 2-run home run his first time up. He is 1 home run away from 20. Here's the second inning, number 19.
Well, it's right-handed, nice short swing, fastball inside. All he does is drop the barrel on the ball. And number 19 on the season. RBI 64.
He may have been the only one that thought he would hit 20 home runs this year. And I don't even know if he thought it until probably August 1st. Or August 15th. You know, now whether you want him to be a home run hitter, because Pete has said I'd rather him be more of a line drive hitter, but I'll take him. He set a goal for the end of the year. And that goal was to try to get to 20 home runs, and he's 1 away from that. I just think if you go back and show his stance and his swings for maybe the month of July and compare him to now, he's got something really to build on going into next year. Down the right field line. It's going to go foul, but it's going to go a pretty long way. Doc Bressler just took a shot. And a line drive base hit it to right center field. So second hit for Freddie Galvis. Murph, as we mentioned, he may have been the only one who thought that he'd have a 20 home run season once we rolled into the middle of August.
Yeah, I think you're right about the timing. I don't think he thought he was going to hit 20 home runs back in April or May. But, you know, I talked to him about it the other night after he hit number 18. I had him on the postgame show, and we were talking. I said, well, you know, where is this power coming from? Can you put your finger on it? And he said, actually, yeah, he can tell. He says, I know exactly where it's coming from. He said, you know, I got to the point where he was really scuffling. We know that in the middle of the season. And he was working with Steve Henderson and sitting down with him and just talking with him. And he said, Steve finally convinced me that I've got to keep my weight back on my back foot, almost swing with most of my weight on my back foot, both from the left-handed side and the right-handed side, he said. And he started to do that, and he started to hit some home runs. He started to have some success as well with line drive base hits like you just saw there, because he's also hitting for average right now in the last couple of weeks. And he said all of a sudden it just seemed to click. It clicked on both sides of the plate, and he said right now I just feel as comfortable as I've ever been up here in the big leagues. And it shows, because it's not just the home runs. You mentioned, Tom, that you don't necessarily want Freddie Galvis to be a 25 home run kind of guy, 30 home run kind of guy, if it's going to take away from what you really want him to do, which is get on base and cause some havoc. So, but he's doing that as well. So if you can have best of both worlds, you certainly take that.
His average is up to 239, which it was down into the 2 teens. Ball's over toward the hole. A base hit for Aaron Altair, who's hit the ball sharply 3 times. And has 2 hits to show for it. First and second with 1 out.
Well, a lot of times we talked about with Freddie Galvis was the weight shift for him, starting on his back leg, wanting to attack the ball. He had nothing on the backside when he was going through the zone with the swing. Daniel Murphy realized that you need to use your backside. That's where you generate power. Doesn't matter how big you are. You can sit back. What it does is you allow it to recognize the pitch longer, and nothing moves. Watch his head, just kind of stays there. He doesn't really attack it. He has very good balance. That's why he's driving the ball, because he's seeing the ball longer. He's waiting for it. He's throwing his hands, and his hips are exploding.
Whereas before, correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, but his hips were open by the time he was swinging.
Well, his hips were open. He was landing so hard on his front foot that his weight was already out of the zone. Like he was almost taking like a golf swing. He was using that whole front side to hit.
Tyler Goodell is 1 for 2. He's hit 2 back through the middle, or back to the middle. One went into center. The other one went back to the mound. One ball, 1 strike to Tyler Goodell. To the right side, and Rodriguez gets to it, sprawls, and everybody is safe. Throws behind Freddie Galvis, but an infield hit for Tyler Goodell, who has 2 hits tonight. Well, that's got to feel good for that young man right there. I mean, he is continuing to work because he's not playing a whole lot, and his basically his game has been in the cage.
Well, very hard for him. Yeah, it is. I mean, he's working on it. And hits that ball to right field, which is a good thing. You'd rather get jammed than hit out in front and hit off the end of the bat, but Rodriguez makes a very nice play and actually saves a run right there. You have a better chance when you think about getting jammed. Like a lot of people say, man, I can't stay back, yada, yada, yada. You know what you do is you just think about getting jammed. And it creates the ball to get back a little bit in the zone a little farther. When you're out in front on your front foot and you're hitting everything out front, there is no base hits. But at least when you stay back and think about getting jammed, it gives yourself a better chance.
One ball and 1 strike. Tucson strikes out on the breaking ball. So it remains loaded now for Cesar, who reached on an infield hit, a bunt hit his last time up. He is 1 for 3.
You know, we don't know much about Drew Hutchison. He used to be with the Blue Jays. How about his splits last year? At home, he was 11-2 with a 2.91 ERA. On the road, he was 2-3 with a 9.83 ERA.
You remember as the season went on, they actually sent him down when they were going on a long road trip because they didn't want him to pitch on the road. Cesar lifts it out to left. It's not deep. Frazier coming in, and it's a foul ball.
When I was with the Red Sox back in '95, they were going on an 11-day road trip, and they were seeing 7 left-handed pitchers.
Pawtucket?
Pawtucket, here I came.
Hello, McCoy Stadium.
I wasn't upset that I got sent down. I was upset I wasn't going to get the meal money anymore.
You didn't want to get the $16 a day meal money in Pawtucket?
Peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah. On the inside corner, 0-2. Hutchinson came over from the Blue Jays this year in the Francisco Liriano trade. Out to second, Cesar Hernandez will be retired by Sean Rodriguez. Phillies leave him loaded here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The lead is at 3. Freddie Galvis's average is rising. We'll head to the 6th. 5-2 Phils. The week is continuing to establish himself as one of the top offensive second basemen in the league. Coming into the homestand, Cesar was leading the NL in bunt hits and triples, while ranking among league leaders in infield hits, 4-hit games, and singles. Since the middle of June, Hernandez has batted well above 300, and his on-base percentage has been in the 400s. Off a road trip where he batted .393, the Phillies spark plug looks to keep it rolling. And it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. The combination of Cesar and Freddie Galvis up the middle really has provided a spark for the Phils offensively, even if they have struggled to score runs. But the Phillies lead the Pirates and their fans 5-2 as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Andrew McCutchen takes a strike. It's 0-1. Mentioned how Andrew McCutchen had been struggling before that home run. He had been 1 for his last 18. He sends this one to deep right field, but Altair is there. He had also been 3 for his last 28. One gone here in the 6th.
Cutchin looks kind of surprised. He thought he hit that one better than he did.
He was peeking at the flags, and then he was peeking at the video board.
A little advice: you peek at the flags before you get in the batter's box. That'll create what kind of path you're going to have towards the baseball.
I guess he didn't like to enter the near side stairs. He was going all the way to the back end of the dugout. Here's Polanco, who's walked twice tonight. Not going to catch everything, boys. The laughter by the support system is pretty good. One ball, two strikes.
That ball was coming right back at the same fella. He didn't even bother getting out of his seat that time.
Nope. I think his family's still laughing at him.
She is.
Well, he may have gotten a baseball, but he had broken his glasses. Foul ball and a broken bat. Line drive to left center field, and that'll be in for a base hit for Polanco. Well, he finally got something that he can hit from the outside part of the plate. A one-out single, and David Freese will be the hitter. Well, Rich Cottrell back in 1982, one of our camera operators, who is normally in the first base dugout. That's where he is tonight. Rich did not affiliate himself with any team. He just had the maroon cap. David Freese is now the batter. I bet you Rich was fast. What do you think?
I think he was.
He would be the table setter. See Rich's shots in that first base dugout all the time. There's a meeting on the mound that's going to take place in just a moment. Bob McClure is heading out. What do you got here, Matt? Is it just because he fell behind Polanco and now he's falling behind Freese?
He's just allowing the bullpen to get ready. Coming out, give him a breather.
David Hernandez is up and is throwing in the bullpen. I mentioned last time out Thompson could have gone farther than the 5+ innings. Here, you know, it's a 3-run lead. He definitely could go farther, but they may, if he allows another base runner, they may go get Hernandez. I think if the Phillies had scored another run or two, he would have had a little more latitude. Over to second, that might be two. Freese does not run all that well. There's one, and not in time. Good play by Tommy Joseph to scoop it, but Freese is able to beat it. It wasn't hit as sharp as the other two double play balls. 4-6 on the put out at second base. Phillies may take a peek at it. Let's see. Larry Bowa is on the phone.
They're going to check it. Ball is in the glove now.
He got him because the foot barely hit the first base bag. Tommy Joseph peeked right away. I think he was a little surprised. Well, if this does take place, it is the third double play of the night for the Phils defense. And that is extremely helpful. Jeff Kellogg is to the right. Gabe Morales is to the left. See Gabe peeking up at the big video board. It was a close play. But I think he realizes that with the help of replay, the Phillies should be out of this inning. David Freese is walking, as you can see. Yeah, he's walking away from the first base bag. I think he thinks he's caught. Phillies outfielders starting to stroll in. David Freese is taking his batting gloves off. And here's the call from Jeff Kellogg. And the inning is over. 4-6-3 double play. Phillies turn their third double play of the night. On to the bottom of the sixth inning. Dealers.com. Buy Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it. And buy WB Mason. You can't go wrong when you buy right. Drew Hutchinson set to begin his second inning of relief work. Hutchinson is one of 53 players used this year by the Pirates. Zach Phillips was the 53rd. And that is a new franchise record. That's a lot of players. Roman Quinn leads it off. Quinn is 1 for 3.
29th pitcher, which is a record for the Pirates. 27 was a previous.
That's probably the area that they have faltered somewhat this year, is the starting pitching more than anything else. Foul ball, 1-2. Michael Marriott warming up in the bullpen. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Second time tonight that Roman Quinn has struck out. One gone. And here's Franco. Well, Franco's been engaged tonight. 2 hits, including an RBI double his last time up. 75 runs batted in for Franco this year.
This is the at bat I'd like to see him stay with the same approach. Usually his fourth at bat, he's got a couple of hits, tries to get greedy, over swings, helmet comes off.
Case in point.
Yeah, instead of just staying with his normal routine. Listen, all guys that have good power, you're going to go through an area where you have a hard time elevating a ball. So what happens is you start working the middle of the field. Now all of a sudden you're starting to feel good. Now you say, okay, that fourth at bat, I'm going to see if I can flip one out of here and hit some seats. You don't have that swing yet. So stay with your game plan of hitting the ball up the middle. And next thing you know, all of a sudden the fastball is going to be inside. You're going to react. And what's going to happen is you're going to hit a home run about 440 feet and go, man, I barely swung at that ball.
Yeah. Well, he is hoping to go to winter ball and work on, at least he says, work on that kind of an approach. And you've talked about this all the time. He'll see more of that kind of pitching to work on that approach, right? Yes, no?
You mean off speed?
Yes.
Dominican?
Yeah.
No, Dominican's a lot of fastballs. Dominican's a power league. Mexico is.
Where did he say he was going to play? I mean,
Mexico is where you work on your off-speed pitches.
That ball's hit well. Deep to left field. Frazier going back. It is gone! Tommy Joseph, a solo home run. His 19th of the year.
Well, the scouting report sooner or later is going to go around and say Tommy Joseph is a very good low ball hitter. Watch how he uses his legs. Head down, just drops the barrel with a point of contact. Picture perfect. Finishes high. Great swing.
Less than 300 plate appearances. He has 19 home runs. Polanco under this one. Phillies get another run to take a 6-2 lead on the home run by Tommy Joseph. Watch the contacts. Went down and got it. This was a no doubt about it home run. Phillies have hit a couple tonight. Nice celebration to the dugout. Phillies lead it by 4. Time now for your Delaware Valley Honda dealers game summary. The Phillies, who had 2 in the second, 2 in the third, have gotten home runs from Freddie Galvis and Tommy Joseph tonight. They also got a pretty steady outing from Jake Thompson, who did get the help of 3 double play balls. He went 6 innings. He allowed 2 earned runs. His maturation continues as the season moves on. So we'll move to the 7th inning. Thompson is done. Michael Marriott will take over. Marriott in his 17th game.
It's been getting better with the 14 innings. 7 walks is still high. Strikeouts are starting to go up a little bit. Just need that first pitch strike for him is so important to set up that good off-speed pitch. Thank you.
91 on that fastball.
At times I feel that he gears up and tries to throw harder than he's capable, so he's missing. Instead of throwing that 91 with the good fastball, we just saw the good breaking ball.
Off the end of the bat, and Rodriguez is retired. 1-3 on the putout. And Jordy Mercer's up. All right, so here are his splits. 53% of the time fastball, which you would expect from a relief pitcher, other than Hector Neris. Very thorough. The intentional ball in there too. Very thorough.
I'm thinking, is that a new pitch? Down in the zone, corner to corner. That's what happens when you're down in the zone and you hit your spot. Sounds so easy, doesn't it?
Sounds very easy.
It's not. It's very hard.
And now Eric Fryer is the hitter. Look at those eyes. Huh? Not a girl. Outside, 2-2. Just a bit outside and high. Bernie Lehman, look at him. He's still playing it. He's playing softball, and of course, Bernie has to be the center of attention. He has to be the pitcher. Bernie is our center field camera operator. He is the best. There he is. Atta boy.
Question is, Bernie, you still have that Mizuno glove?
Yeah, you still have that Mizuno glove? Yes, he does. Nice. Here comes Pete Buchanan. Pete is going to signal to the center field camera operator, and he's going to bring in Bernie to try to get Matt Joyce. Well, I was wrong. He's going to go for the left-hander instead. Sorry, Bernie. It's going to be Joely Rodriguez. Somebody's got to operate the center field camera. There it is. Slow pitch softball, baby.
But the 2017 Phillies schedule was released today. Some of the highlights, well, for the second straight year, Phillies open on the road in Cincinnati. That date is April the 3rd, and on April the 7th, the home opener versus the Washington Nationals. That starts a homestand with the Nats and the Mets. Interleague schedule, Seattle, Boston, Houston, and Oakland all coming here to Philly. And the team will be on the road in Texas and Boston, Seattle, and the LA Angels this year as well as they make their way through the AL West. So the whole schedule, of course, is on Phillies.com if you want to check it out. But, yeah, it won't be long. 2017, fellas.
Yeah, if you guys, if everybody follows all the Major League teams on Facebook or Twitter, they have been popping them up all over this afternoon and this evening. I'm actually excited to go out to the West again. I've been Anaheim once. We were there a couple years ago. Seattle, Larry Anderson's excited about that. Matt Joy's facing Joely Rodriguez, and he takes the first pitch inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Third appearance for Joely Rodriguez.
New golf courses we'll get to see.
Two and 0. Obviously, Larry will set us up in Seattle. Or Jamie. He overthrew that 3-0. I think Jamie's going to be in town tomorrow, right?
You are correct.
Outside ball 4. Well, if there's been one hiccup tonight for the Phillies, it has been the 5 walks issued. So runners on first and second in a 6-2 ball game, and Adam Frazier is scheduled to hit, but they are going to go to the bench, and Gong's going to come up to pinch hit. So Jung-Ho Gong. Phillies do have a right-hander warming up in the bullpen, Adobray Ramos. Now here comes Pete, and he will make a double switch. So he's out to home plate. So it looks like A.J. Ellis is going to come in to catch. At least I saw A.J. with all the gear on. And they're going to bring in Ramos to pitch, with Gong scheduled to pinch hit. So a pitching change here at Citizens Bank Park. Phillies have them. They might as well use them. We'll be back right after this. by going to Phillies.com. Phils and the White Sox, 2 night games, 7:05 each. Come on out to the ballpark. Well, we got 2 outs here at the top of the 7th inning, 2 runners on. And the changes for the Phils include a brand new battery. A.J. Ellis takes over behind the plate for Cameron Rupp, so he'll bat 9th. And Eddie Ramos will take over on the mound. Breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Ramos, 38th game.
34 innings pitched, 36 punchouts, 9 base on balls. Very good.
Runners up first and second. Joyce is at first. Fryer's at second. A.J. Ellis, who's doing the catching here tonight, Pete did tell A.J., and he understood that with Alfaro coming up, he may not get as many chances behind the plate to start. This is a good way to get him into a ball game. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a breaking ball, strike 3 called. He had no chance. No runs, no hits, 2 men left. Ramos comes in to clean things up for the Phils. We'll stretch here at Citizens Bank Park. Phils up 6-2. Here in Philadelphia, Matt Joyce stays in to play left field. Time now for our Jeep Stump the Fans trivia quiz answer. 16 players in Major League Baseball history, Matt, have hit 4 home runs in a game. Who are the 3 Phillies to do so?
Well, I know 2, Chuck Klein and Mike Schmidt.
That is correct.
Now,
Chuck Klein did it in 36. Schmidt did it in 76.
I'm stuck on 2 guys, either Jack Manning or Elmer Flick. And I'm going to have to go with Elmer Flick.
Well, you shouldn't have gone. You should have gone with either one of them. I think you're in the right era. Matt, here's the thing. Moving forward, anytime we talk about home run history, like offensive history, always throw Ed Delahanty's name in there.
I know that now. I had a brain cramp. You told me it was way back, so I went back to 1883 with Jack Manning.
Log back on to Phillies.com to find out if you're the winner of a Phillies prize pack.
I think he hit 4 that year. Maybe it was all in one game.
Dead ball era. Here's Freddie Galvis to face Wade LeBlanc as we begin the home 7th.
Darn, I thought I was right on that.
Freddie's 2 for 3. He homered his first time up, a 2-run shot, singled his last time. David Freese over at third. And Aaron Altair is the hitter.
Bottom half of the order has done a nice job tonight. 5 singles, home run. Galvis, Altair, Goodell.
And boy, did Altair and Goodell need it. He's peppering that hole on the left side.
Good for him.
Yeah, we mentioned he was 0 for 17 coming in, 2 for his last 38. And now 3 hits in 4 at-bats. He hit the ball hard all 4 times. Tyler Goodell is now the batter. Tyler's 2 for 3 tonight. Five career 3-hit games for Aaron Altair in a short period of time. Altair is out at second base. It's a strong throw from Fryer. 2-4 on the put out.
Aaron talking to Mick as he's walking by him, asking maybe if it's a hit and run or that's a perfect throw right on the money.
Off the end of the bat. And Josh Bell over on the first base line. And the Phillies are retired. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. On to the 8th. Phils lead at 6-2 over the Pirates. Toyota, let's go places. Buy Jefferson. Call 800-JEF now or visit jefferson.edu. And buy Chevrolet. Visit your local dealer at chevydeal.com. Well, the kids for the Phillies Baseball Academy are here at the ballpark, getting a chance to dance with the Fanatic. Time now for our Hyundai defensive play of the game.
Nice play by Freddie Galvis, showing his range to his left, coming up, throwing a strike. See how quick he gets up and finds his target. That is your Hyundai defensive play of the game, brought to you by local Hyundai dealers.
Good night for Freddie Galvis. Fly ball left field. Ramos gets the first out. Now McCutcheon's coming up. McCutcheon homered back in the 4th inning against Jake Thompson, but Thompson has allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in each of his last 4 starts. That's 25 innings pitched. And don't forget, before that, he had allowed 21 earned runs in 19 1/3, but 7 earned runs in 25 1/3. Breaking ball, and it's 1-2.
Well, it's also nice that he's pitching down in the zone. We mentioned in the open the whole starting staff for the Phillies have been down in the zone. 3 double plays today.
Yep. Really helps Jake Thompson. And McCutcheon serves one into right field for his second hit. Little bloop. So now Gregory Polanco, who's been on base 3 times, couple of walks, a single. Phillies trying to finish off the Pirates and take game 3 of this series. These 2 teams will battle again tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Opposite way of foul ball, 0-1. Tomorrow, Jared Eickhoff will go for his 11th win. Check swing. Good pitch. I don't know what he does with his breaking ball, Matt, but it is much more deceptive than a lot of other breaking balls we've seen.
Well, it drops straight down. It's like an Eickhoff curveball, but harder.
Is that what it is? Is just more rotation to it? Fly ball to right field, playable for Altair. Got that one down toward the handle a little bit. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And he's got that too.
Yeah, he's got that good fastball, the explosive fastball. The only thing about that curveball, he's got to bounce it a few times. You know, you'd love to see him try to drop it right behind home plate.
David Hernandez warming again. Ball's at 1 strike to Freeze. Freeze has hit it to 2 double plays tonight.
But this is where either you're going to elevate elevate the fastball, or try to throw that curveball and drop it on home plate.
Got him. That was up somewhat, but he picks up the strikeout, his second one of the outing. 1 inning and a third for Adebray Ramos. Pirates are retired here in the 8th. They will move to the bottom of the 8th. Today, well, all fans coming to the ballpark that day will receive the Phillies Fathead featuring the 2017 schedule. Tickets can be purchased right now by going to Phillies.com. A.J. Ellis will start it off here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Phillies against Wade LeBlanc. First at bat for Ellis, and LeBlanc starts him with a breaking ball. Overall season numbers for Ellis. He's got a couple extra base hits with the Phils, including an opposite field home run. The cool front's coming through, Matt.
It's supposed to go from what, 95 today to mid-70s tomorrow.
I believe the weather forecasters said fall-like in some ways. Strike 3 called on the inside part of the plate. First strikeout for LeBlanc. Time to get updated on what's going on around baseball. Here's Greg Murphy. Murph.
All right, thank you, Tom. It's our greater coverage of baseball presented by T-Mobile. And former Red Sox general manager Ben Cherington is back in the American League East. The Blue Jays have hired him as their vice president of baseball operations. They say he will impact every aspect of their baseball side of the business. As GM of the Red Sox, Cherington, of course, orchestrated the 2013 World Series up there in Boston. And how about the Chicago Cubs? They are 1 game away from clinching their first division title in 8 years. They won their game today. John Lester went 8 strong innings. It was a 7-0 win over the Cardinals. Anthony Rizzo had 2 home runs in that game as well. And now they head home from St. Louis and play at Wrigley Field tomorrow with a chance to clinch the division. The magic number is just 1, so they can do it tomorrow in front of their home fans, guys.
Yeah, they'll play the Brewers, and St. Louis plays the Giants in San Francisco. 1-2 to Cesar Hernandez. Well, a lot of teams have been in this position, but they are built for the long haul right now, as far as the season goes, postseason included. Just have to stay healthy. It's a pretty crisp ball game today they had against the Cardinals. Lester's been really good. I think Lester's been better than most anticipated. You wonder if it's because the offense is better. It gives him a little more breathing room, but he's been excellent for the Cubs. 3-2. Luis Garcia warming up in the pen. Check swing. He went around. Back-to-back strikeouts for LeBlanc. And 2 outs here in the 8th inning. It'll bring Roman Quinn to the plate. Roman Quinn is 1 for 4 in tonight's ball game. Ground ball, base hit down the left field line. Watch him run. He is going to cruise to second. That was easy.
The ball didn't even come out of the corner yet.
Third double for Roman Quinn. All 3 have been different in personality.
Just inside the third base bag on a little breaking ball. It looks like he barely touches the base. I use the base to help me turn.
To push off on. Well, Michael Franco was looking to put a charge into that baby. 0-1. LeBlanc feeding off that, throwing him something a little softer.
By the way, the Cubs run differential is only plus 234 now.
It would be an upset for them not to get to the World Series. Although, you know what? You got to kind of throw it out when it comes to the postseason. I think we've all learned that lesson.
Red Sox are plus 170 in the American League.
Well, and the Red Sox have tinkered too, and they've had to because of injuries, particularly to their left fielders. But they've got Dustin Pedroia now leading off, and Mookie Betts batting cleanup, and still scoring runs, except for tonight.
But not very often do you see a team like the Texas Rangers that are a plus 23. And second place Seattle Mariners are a plus 54. It's usually vice versa.
Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the inning for LeBlanc, 2 scoreless for him. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left in scoring position. Phils have a 4-run lead. Luis Garcia is coming on here in the top of the 9th inning. The ninth inning here at Citizens Bank Park. Every time the Phillies pitchers retire, the opposition 1-2-3. Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Luis Garcia in his 11th ball game here in the big leagues. John Rodriguez will be the first batter facing Garcia. Rodriguez is 1 for 2. Two for 3. Leadoff single here in the ninth inning. And here comes Jordy Mercer. Coming up after the ball game, it's Phillies post game live. Marlon Anderson is standing by to break down tonight's ball game, break down what Jake Thompson did. I'm sure Marlon will talk a little bit about the hitting, the fact the Phillies have 15 hits tonight. It's only on Cure Auto Insurance presents Phillies post game live. Genmar Gomez is starting to warm up in the bullpen for the Phils. Now the Toyota Major League scoreboard. Well, Rick Porcello was looking for win number 21. Outdueled tonight by Kevin Gausman. Gausman went 8. Porcello went 8. Each had 6 strikeouts. They all.
Wasn't the big man hit a home run again?
Which big man?
Tremblay or.
Carl Graber is feverishly moving through the scoreboard. Yes, you are correct, Matt. You say big man when you talk about the Orioles.
He's a big man.
He is a big man.
And Davis is big.
42 home runs, 100 RBIs for the comeback player of the year, I think, in the American League. And a free agent. Cha-ching. Swing and a miss. Mercer strikes out. And now with 1 out, here comes Francisco Cervelli as a pinch hitter. Phillies with 15 hits tonight. It's their most since August 2nd against the Giants. It's a span of 39 games. Outside, 1 ball, no strike. 99 miles an hour from Luis Garcia.
That's 96 straight down. Again, 3 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball, and it's 3-2. Pick the bat back up, Francisco. Ball 4. A.J. Ellis goes out to the mound to talk to Luis Garcia. Genmar is warming up in the bullpen, and it is now a saved situation with the tying run in the on-deck circle. Not for Luis, but if Genmar comes in. Pete is on the stairs, and here he comes. All right, so he is, it looks at least, going to bring in Genmar Gomez. Yep, there's the call. So Gomez, who blew the save last night, will get a chance here tonight. Pete does this often. When a guy does have a rough outing the game before, he does try to get him back in. And that's what he's trying to do here. He's also trying to win a ball game. With runners on first and second and one man down, those two runners the responsibility of Luis Garcia. The Phillies have decided to go to their closer, Genmar Gomez. And Gomez will face Matt Joyce. "36 saves, 41 opportunities. He blew his save last night.
Contact pitcher, bottom of the zone. Back-to-back nights we've watched Cervelli with a guy who's not going to hurt you, has 0 home runs.
Yeah.
And key at bats.
Just to prolong the inning.
Oh, last night Genmar walked him. Tonight Garcia.
Off speed pitch, 1-1. Matt, is it safe to say that Genmar just needs to be more aggressive again, or is that just not, as we've watched him evolve the last couple of years, is that just not his style?
I don't think he's going to be that guy who just goes out and challenges guys with the ball down the middle.
He wants to sort of outguess them?
Well, I think he relies on pinpoint, hitting that outside corner.
Like right there, he just missed.
And what happens is he's aiming for the corner. His ball runs so much that it eventually runs out of the zone.
2 balls and 1 strike. He does get double play balls. Phillies have turned 3 double plays tonight. Rogers has come out of the on-deck circle to pinch hit. Challenged him there, 92. Rodriguez on second base. Cervelli on first. And a line drive base hit it to center field. Rounding third, heading for home is Rodriguez. The throw is offline, but A.J. Ellis gets back to it. And Rodriguez is out at home plate. Throw was offline by Roman Quinn, but man, did it have a lot on it. The Pirates, no doubt, will take a look at this. But right now, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. The fact that A.J. Ellis went back to tag Sean Rodriguez leads you to believe that Rodriguez missed the plate, but A.J. may have missed him. Rodriguez definitely missed the plate by looking at the hand right there. That's a little different angle to notice that this might give us a definitive look. He never got to the plate.
He missed it.
And A.J., I thought, got him right there. Roman Quinn is going to have his first outfield assist. You know, he had that throw earlier, which had enough velocity on it, but it was offline to the third base side. This one was offline a little bit to the first base side, but Ellis did a good job moving. And there was still plenty of time because there was enough on it for him to grab and tag.
Well, you know what A.J. did is when he got the ball, he dove back into where you have to cross the plate where he put his glove down. So you're going to slide into the tag.
Well, Dusty Wathan is peeking. He's saying no, he did not hit the plate. Roman Quinn, who Dusty watched play the outfield this year. Watch again. Watch where his hand is. Now, it's tough to tell whether Ellis gets him. But you're right, Matt. He pushes him down basically the back of the plate. He did not get the plate.
No, he did not.
Alan Porter, the home plate umpire, called him out. Ellis did go back and tag him. They just told Rogers to come away from home plate. Genmar will throw. Well, this is a big play because if he is safe, the tying run is coming to the plate. Surprised it's taken them this long to see it, but I guess they're trying to be clear. They're blowing it up. And here we go. You'll see the call from the guy to the right, Jeff Kellogg, the crew chief.
Now, go!
Look at Dusty, a little smile on his face.
Tell me this. It's 6-2. You have first and second single up the middle, right? Why do you send him in that situation when you're down by 4? Excuse me, down by 4.
Yep.
When his run doesn't mean anything.
It's a good question. Rodriguez does run fairly well.
It's a good strong throw. You know, there's 2 things. You don't send a runner when there's a big lead. You can see him, he's waving him right here. So you don't send a runner when there's a big lead. And 2, if you're losing by a few runs and if you have to slide, don't send them.
Yeah, so now you have 2 outs, and Rogers is no longer the tying run.
Well, you should be bases loaded, 1 out.
With a lot of pressure on the pitcher.
Yep.
So Rogers, who's hitting .056 in the big leagues this year. Pirates got him from the Brewers. 1 ball in it, or no balls and 1 strike. Roman Quinn down in the minor leagues had 5 outfield assists. That's his first here in the big leagues. A lot of firsts this week for him. On the outside corner again, 0-2.
Well, he should have had 2 today.
Yeah, you're right.
The one earlier he didn't have a real good exchange. But he charges the ball so well, and it's like hitting. He goes through that throw. He gets a lot behind this throw.
Oh-2 pitch to Rogers. You know, the more you look at that play, just to sort of emphasize what you said about why would you send him, Rodriguez was not moving all that well around third either, even though he does run pretty well. 1-2 to Rogers. Off the glove of Ellis. Runners move up to second and third. Wild pitch charge to Gomez. Two-two pitch. We'll have to wait. Well, he has certainly turned some heads since his arrival this week. He's playing with confidence. He's playing as if he belongs. I know it's September, but still. He's doing what he can. Swing and a miss. The ball game is over. Genmar Gomez, save number 37. And the Phillies win it tonight 6-2. Well, they added on, and they continue to play excellent defense, accentuated by Roman Quinn's outfield assist here in the 9th inning, and also 3 key double plays earlier in the ball game. And don't forget Tommy Joseph's home run, which helped them add on. He is our Chevrolet player of the game. Tommy also scored 3 runs, by the way, which is a season high. Time now is for our WB Mason deliveries of the game.
Oh, the talk home runs. Freddie Galva's second inning. It's a fastball inside. Drops the barrel. Hits his 19th of the season. And in the 6th inning, Tommy Joseph, fastball down. Fastball down, head down. Ball elevated very nicely deep to left field. His 19th of the season. Those 2 home runs are your WB Mason delivery of the game.
And don't forget, Genmar Gomez is climbing the charts as far as saves go. Nice to see the Phillies bang out 15 hits. It was nice to see Tommy Joseph get a couple of them, and he's down on the field with Greg Murphy.
All right, thank you very much, Tom. Yeah, 2 of those hits came off the bat of this guy, including your 19th home run of the year. And, you know, the offense really put it to these guys tonight. But talk about the pitch that you hit, an 0-1 pitch. It looked like a low and inside fastball, I guess, right?
Yeah, 0-1, a little bit of a run from Hutchinson, and got barrel on it. And luckily, it didn't get into the wind too much and got into the seats.
You know, you stop and look at the numbers. Between yourself and Ryan Howard, 37 home runs combined from the first base position, 40 total with a couple of DHs and pitch hit home runs in there as well. That's the best in baseball. I know you and Ryan talk about hitting all the time. You're constantly talking back and forth with one another. Pretty cool to be a part of, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you're first in any category, any offensive category in the big leagues is awesome. To do it with a guy like Ryan Howard makes it very special for me. And yeah, you're right. We talk every day. We're always, you know, talking about pitchers, how they're working us, and it's been a great relationship.
We're always talking about offense, but let's talk a little bit about defense. 3 double plays for your pitchers today. You're involved, obviously, in all 3 of those. And we forget that first base is a relatively new position for you, but you seem to be playing it with a lot of confidence at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say enough about Jake. You know, they're in the first inning. You don't know how that could go either way right there. And then big double play to end it. And then, you know, our middle infield is one of the best in baseball at turning double plays and making defensive plays. So, you know, I know that I got to play better than I am right now, too, because, you know, I could help them a lot more than I am, and they're a great tandem.
Very modest indeed. Tom, thanks for your time. We always appreciate it. Guys, back upstairs.
All right, Murph, thank you. Here's Genmar Gomez. But that ball ran down nicely. Rogers, no chance. Roman Quinn certainly helped the cause with his outfield assist. Phillies win it 6-2. They've taken 2 of 3 from the Pirates.